So I thought I'd do two blogs on treatment day 2. So the reason I wanted to is because I've just had a catch up with my oncologist, and he's very, very pleased with how I'm handling the treatment, which is really, really good news. We went through some of the side effects that I have felt, certainly started talking about the sleep thing. Now, what's really interesting is the lack of sleep is actually more linked to the steroids that I'm taking alongside the treatment. And the steroids are there to manage, because this is quite an intensive chemotherapy treatment. It's to manage the side effects around some of the things that those drugs can do in terms of nausea, sickness, etc. But what that also does is it then means that it can hamper your sleep patterns. Now, interestingly, they can adjust the steroid intake to try and ease some of that, but obviously the steroids are there to counteract what some of the stuff in the background could be doing. So it's about the kind of balance. So the plan at the moment is that I'll continue as I am. It might be that I'll have periods of time around the actual treatment itself where the sleep will be interrupted quite substantially. But also that should subside into certainly the second week, and then it will also have a possibility of building. So everything that I have in terms of a side effect, it will, as the treatment progresses over the next few times, it will potentially increase. Not necessarily, not always, but there is a possibility. And so, but overall, really, really pleased. The good news is that it's obviously not been interrupted in terms of any of the changes in my blood levels, so he's very, very pleased with that. One of the things that I was able to share is that the symptoms that I was feeling prior to being diagnosed, they have actually subsided slightly. And he said, so obviously we don't know without looking, but it would appear that the treatment is doing kind of exactly what it's planned to do. So as you can see in the background, so this is the drug over this side. Hang on a sec, where's my finger? This one here, that's the, that's right. That's the actual chemotherapy in there. And then over here is like a glucose mix. And they put the two together because this one helps the absorption of this one. And it all goes through and actually ends up, I hope this people don't mind showing, but this is going into the portacath. So this basically is something that's inside, just under my skin, and it enables the treatment to basically go directly in there without me having to have things like cannulas each time. Those eagle-eyed amongst you will have also noticed that I have actually had to shave my chest hair. The reason being is because they stick this stuff, which I don't know whether you can see is see-through, and it's like, your fabric plasters. So when they peel that off, that really hurts. So what they've done is they've suggested that it was a good idea. So last night, I have never put a razor blade anywhere near my body hair before. I have now. So all the wonderful different things you have to do. So yeah, I'll kind of draw that to a close. But yeah, treatment day 2 or part 2, and meeting with the oncologist went really, really well. Very positive about the way in which I'm managing this. He did reiterate it is quite a full-on kind of treatment plan, so he was really pleased that I was able to kind of articulate some of the things that I'm experiencing, but also the fact that I am doing really well, and feeling, I have to say, so far so good. So I may well squeeze another one before the end of the day, but if not, I will provide an update as to how I'm getting on once I've got my home pump installed, which should be at some point by the end of today, and then that will run for another 24 hours. So see you soon.